What's up, everybody? This is Scott. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be a quick comparison of the Google Assistant versus Google Now as we know it today. I'm going to talk about what each of them are, what Google Assistant is, what Google Now is, even though you should probably know what Google Now is by now. Really? I'm recording. P.S. There's really not that big of a difference between the two, but I'll tell you why I think that coming up. For a quick recap of what Google Now is essentially nothing more than the Google search bar at the top of your screen or when you swipe in from the left side on the Google Now launcher. Google Now basically gives you the ability to do quick searches, maybe ask to turn the volume up and down on your phone, and present it to you in a way that's easy to digest, such as in cards. There is a tremendous list of Google commands that you can use, but you can use natural language to interact with Google Now to give you some very quick search results, such as what's the weather like in Hilliard, or what's the weather like in Columbus, or what was the score of the Ohio State football game on Saturday. What's the Google Assistant? That's essentially the next iteration of Google Now. You can simply think of it as an upgraded version to Google Now, but you have more conversations with that, and it actually wants to learn about you specifically. I've programmed things like my favorite color is red and my favorite animal is polar bears, and the Google Assistant will remember that. So when in context, if I ask what's my favorite color again, it will come back and tell me that my favorite color is red. So again, learning much more about you within the Google Assistant, whereas in Google Now, it gives you the ability to just give you search results or control whatever the Google Now commands currently do. Think of Google Now as a quick search at your fingertips that will give you recommendations based on things that you've looked at in your search history. Some of the key differences, quite honestly, between Google Assistant and Google Now is you can't have a conversation with Google Now, whereas you can have a conversation with the Google Assistant. You can actually play games with the Google Assistant, maybe movie emojis, or just any type of random little fact or some joke that the Google Assistant might tell you, whereas you don't have that in Google Now. So long story short, what really is the difference between Google Assistant and Google Now? Honestly, not much. I would actually look at them as siblings. Going forward, Google's made it pretty apparent that any Google-powered phone, like the Pixels, will have Google Assistant at its core, much like when we long press the home button to get Google on tap. Going forward, that's to be determined. There's going to be something called Actions on Google. Is that what it's called? Yeah. There's going to be something called Actions on Google, which is an open API for developers to essentially build two different types of interactions that the Google Assistant will be able to handle. Direct commands and conversational commands, but that's an entirely different video in and of itself. I did not order a Google Pixel phone, but I did order the Google Home, so perhaps I will do a review. I'm really looking forward to hooking my whole house up to the Internet of Things and basically being spied on at all times. Something like that. As always, like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, leave a comment below, and I will see you all next time.